Is it weird for me to be scared that eventually I'm going to have to shift from 65-hour fasts to 40-ish hour fasts? I should be happy about this, not scared. This is Break Fast, a segment about how long I fasted before breaking, how much weight I've lost since my last fast, what foods I'm breaking it with, and how many calories I consumed, how long my eating window was, my weight after refeed, how I'm feeling, and what's next. Hey everyone, how's it going? Welcome to episode 32 of Break Fast. We're just going to go ahead and jump right into the numbers because I don't know how else to start this thing. But today I am going to be completing my 35th 65 plus hour back-to-back fast. This has now lasted 3+ months. I don't know the exact time frame there, but 3+ months is a long time regardless. If we go back to October 2nd, because I haven't really shared this info, I did share it on yesterday's live stream. If you didn't check that out, you should check that out. I'll throw a card up. But on October 2nd, when I completed my 34th 65 plus hour fast, I hit a new personal best on the scale, or a new personal low, at 129.2 pounds. I would have never imagined I would ever weigh in the 120s. I can't remember the last time I ever did. Maybe I was like 9 years old. No, I was probably more than that then. But the reason I talk about my weight on October 2nd is because today, October 5th, I hit another new personal low at 128 even. 128 even. So I dropped another, 1.2 pounds off the scale. Just to give you a frame of reference, in the month of July 2020, I lost 1.2 pounds. In the month of August 2020, I lost 1.2 pounds. In September, I lost 3.4 pounds. And then currently, October 5th, I'm already down 1.8 pounds. Why the sudden drop? Well, we're going to talk about that. Overall, I've lost 92.4 pounds since I started this way back in September of 2019. One of the reasons I wasn't losing as much in the months of July and August was because I was transitioning from 90-hour fasts to 65-hour fasts. That was actually a difficult transition because I had completed 20 90-plus hour back-to-back fasts before this whole 65-hour thing. I was still eating at a pretty high amount. Let's just say it averaged at around 6,500. I don't know the exact number, but I knew that was somewhere around my caloric refeeding window thingamabob. And I knew this was going to happen. I knew that transitioning into 65s was going to probably keep me around maintenance. And I knew that was mainly because of how much I could refeed, how much calories I could take in during a refeed. And so even in the months of July and August where I lost just a little, which I was very happy about, I wasn't too worried about that, but I wanted to make a change. So for the month of September, I decided to kind of tweak what I was eating, getting a more accurate read really on my intake. So I was starting to weigh food. I was starting to find foods that were like lower calorie, but denser, more volume, and I think that's helped a lot. With that being said, knowing that I normally eat around 6,000 to 7,000 calories, if you've watched past episodes, you've seen me eat 6,500, you've seen me eat over 7,000. But this episode, and actually past refeeds that I've had, have been a little different. So I'm going to show you what I broke my fast with. All right, you know how this goes. Started off with a salad, Caesar dressing, cheese, croutons, 775 calories. And then I had veggies, green beans, close to a pound, asparagus, 3/4 pound. I also added olive oil, seasonings. This totaled out to 550 calories. I am not gonna lie though, I missed my Brussels sprouts. Would have rather had that. And then I had a banana, 82 calories. And then I had crispy chicken strips. I've been too lazy to kind of cook my own chicken, so I've just been throwing this in the oven lately. Anyway, 1,178 calories. I did have it with light ranch and light honey mustard. It was okay. It wasn't the best. Kind of missed the real full fat version, but this was 255 calories. And then I had low fat cottage cheese 180 calories, and I mixed this with sugar-free apricot preserves. I think that's what it's called. And put a good amount, 70 calories. And then I had chips, guac, and salsa. 764 calories for the chips, 284 calories for the guac, 50 for the salsa. And then I had cashews, something I haven't had in a while, 480 calories. And then I had a slice of the homemade pumpkin pie that I made that was pretty awful, 196 calories. But thankfully, I actually went and bought pumpkin pie at the store, 756 calories. I ate about half of that. And then I had whipped cream on top of that for 150 calories. And then I was pretty stuffed. This totaled out to 5,770 calories. I finished this, I think, in around 5 hours, at around 5 hours. I don't know precisely. I don't have that in front of me, but I'd imagine it's somewhere around there. So that was on October 2nd, 5,770 calories to the dot. I weighed everything. I made sure to count because I really wanted to know how many calories I could still consume today at 129, 130, 131 pounds. The last couple refeeds, I haven't been able to touch 6,000 plus. The only time I was able to do that was when I had my binging episode. And that was more because I was force feeding it down. That was more of an emotional thing. If you're not sure what I'm talking about, I'll throw a card up for that as well if you're interested in watching that. But to satiate me, to have me feel full, to the point where if I ate anymore, I would feel uncomfortable, I haven't been able to hit 6,000 plus calories. I don't know if that's because I've just lost so much weight. I don't know if it's because I've been looking for other alternatives when it comes to food, finding things that are still voluminous or whatever and lower calories, or maybe it's a combination of the both. Maybe it's the addition of, my exercise, kind of like ramping it up just a little bit, just a little more to get a little more energy, burn a little more calories in the day. Maybe it's a combination of all three. I don't know. But I do know that I am losing weight a lot faster than I initially thought. I honestly thought that I was going to be able to eat between 6,000 and 7,000 calories forever. And that still might be a possibility. I need to actually see if I cut out certain things, if those calories could still be put down a lot easier than what I'm trying to do now, mixing vegetables in, finding lower caloric dressings, etc., etc. At this rate though, I'm probably going to hit 125 sooner rather than later. I really didn't think I was going to be at this weight at this point in time. I thought that was going to come maybe in late November, and then I was going to have to push it just a little bit to get to my 125 goal weight. Here's the thing too, is once I hit 125, that's pretty much it for me. I think that is the lowest I want to get weight-wise on the scale. And it's also why since I started this month of October, I've really started looking into building muscle. It is why this entire month I've been doing push-ups every day. I've been using the kettlebell every day, just trying to get myself ready to get back into the gym. I'm honestly excited about that, to try to take whatever this body is right now and add muscle to it. I'm so looking forward to that. The scariest thing about this is the fact that because I'm not able to put 6,500 calories down in a 65-hour fast to keep myself at maintenance, because once I hit 125, I don't want to get lower than that. So I'm going to have to transition. It's either eat more calories, and I don't want to force feed, or lower my fasting window. And I've done the math, and I'm looking at around a 42-hour fast, which means, when I first started doing 90s, I was only eating twice a week. And then when I transitioned into 65s, I was eating 3 times a week. And I've been doing that for over half a year. The thought of moving into 40-ish hour fasts means that I get to eat every other day, 4 times a week. It's so funny because it sounds like a lot of days to eat. The scary part about this though is if I transition into that means I'm only going to be able to take around 4,500 calories in per refeed. The reason I'm a little worried about that is because I am still able to eat 5,000 plus calories. So there's going to be a need for me to kind of have some willpower, some self-control. And that's a whole other chapter that I haven't really thought about, because when I refeed, I don't hold anything back. I eat until I'm full. That's the issue I'm kind of having. So I think even before I completely switch from 65s to 42s, because 42 I think is about the set time for me, with about a 4 to 5 hour refeed. But I think what I might do is I might do alternating 65s and 42s. I've talked about this in the past, doing alternating 65s and 90s. It was something I did even before I did consistent 90s or consistent 65s. Anyway, that's where I'm at right now. That's where my head is at. As far as exercise, I'm doing push-ups, I am doing kettlebell exercises, and I am still walking daily. Today, I walked for 2 hours. I had about a 5-mile walk. Some of that was going to the store, running errands, but instead of riding the escalator up, I, hopped on the stairs. Today, I had packages that came through Amazon, and I made sure to do it in 2 trips instead of trying to carry everything up, because I wanted to get that extra exercise in. I'm trying to do things to burn a little more calories to make sure I continuously lose weight. I really want to hit that 125 goal. Yes, I know the number doesn't matter. I know a lot of people are probably just like, just stop. You're good at where you're at. I know that. I know that I probably don't have much left to lose when it comes to excess body fat. I'm also very weird about the number on the scale. I don't know why it's a weird personal goal. I don't think getting to 125 is going to harm me. I'm at 128 now. I don't think a 3-pound difference is going to kill me. Like, let's be honest here. So I just want to hit that 125 and then figure out my next step. So end goal, maintenance, lose whatever excess body fat I have, add muscle, add muscle, add muscle, add muscle. Things are changing. I still can't believe I'm at this point. I can't believe I'm kind of at the very end of, I won't say the end, but like I had a goal that I kept extending by dropping a little more weight off, because initially I just wanted to be 180 and then 160 and then 145, 135, and now 125. That's it though. But now it's time to figure out the muscle part, see how much I can add on, see how much I can recomposition this loose skin of a body. That's for another day, but I'm looking forward to it. If you did like this video, please do me a favor and hit the thumbs up. Feel free to subscribe. Feel free to leave a comment. It's always nice to have somebody chime in and let me know where you're at, show some accountability, maybe find an accountability partner. Also, before I go, I do have a Patreon. If you'd like to check that out, you can go to patreon.com/finallyfasting. I'll leave a link in the description. It's just a way to support, but I do offer a couple extra perks. There is a private Discord. There's extra behind the scenes content or footage and some additional stuff I'm trying to work on. But either way, I do want to thank everybody for stopping by. Thank you for supporting. The point here is to try, and I'm going to say this a lot now, what I want to do is I want to try to help people, everybody, find their success in their weight loss journey. Whether you're fasting or not, whether you're trying to implement some of these tools, I want people to find a way of doing it while still enjoying the process, because this is a lifelong thing. People always think that this is a temporary thing. How can this be temporary when I've been doing this for almost 13 months at this point? Sooner or later, I'm going to be saying this at the 2-year mark, at the 5-year mark. It's a lifelong journey. Enjoy the time.